the officer continued to instill fear in other individuals.
Stop right there. I've got another one at gunpoint. Get your out of here now! I've got one fleeing back inside.
Yo, what's up with it, man? It's your boy No Dash. We are here with another video. Now, in this video, bro, we about to look at when evil cops realize they've been caught.
Did you hear Officer Beatty tell Mr. Gray that if he didn't identify himself, he was going to go to jail?
I did, yes.
I've got another one at gunpoint. Get your out of here now!
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out.
It seems like we are surrounded by bad cops, and in the blink of an eye, they show their true stripes. However, sometimes their actions are caught on camera, and they can see their career ending in front of them, just like this cop here.
At this point, you're being detained, okay? So, let me see this. Do you have anything in your pockets that'll poke, stab, or...
In December 2021, Jeff Gray, an Army veteran and First Amendment auditor, was raising awareness for the homeless vets outside a cafe on a public sidewalk. However, the cafe manager dialed 911, complaining that Jeff was causing a disturbance among his customers. In a matter of moments, 2 police officers arrived, ready and prepared to confront Jeff.
You have your ID on you?
I don't have any ID on me, sir.
Okay.
And if I did, I wouldn't give it to you anyway.
All right, well, you need to just move along there. That's all they want you to do.
Nope, not happening.
Why?
Because I'm just saying God bless someone's days.
However, Jeff was standing on a public sidewalk and exercising his First Amendment rights, something Officer Galt failed to understand.
Is there a reason why you're in this business?
Not particularly this business. I'm just on the public sidewalk.
Okay, and you're not asking for money?
I am not asking for money.
Okay, your sign doesn't say it, so I don't know. I mean, have you asked anybody for money?
I mean, I'll tell you, my name is Jeff. What's your name?
Officer Galt.
Officer what?
Galt.
Galt?
Yes, sir.
G-A-U-L-T?
G-A-O-T.
Even if I was asking people for money, it'd still not be illegal.
Okay, well, that's technically against the city ordinance.
City ordinance is unconstitutional.
Okay.
Realizing that Jeff wasn't doing anything illegal, the officer went inside the cafe to talk to the person who made the call.
Did you guys know him?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Are you gonna ask him for money?
Yeah.
He's just saying he's doing his political God bless America stuff. He's on his public sidewalk and he doesn't want to leave. You guys know him?
No. One of my employees has dealt with him before at another location. I've never seen him before here. I've had a couple of customers complain about it.
The manager was clearly mistaken, as Jeff wasn't disrupting any sort of business. He was simply standing on a public sidewalk.
He's saying that he's on his public sidewalk and he's not asking people for money. He's just saying God bless.
When I went out there, he was on our sidewalk, on our side of the sidewalk.
Okay. Is that okay if he just stays on the public sidewalk?
I'd rather he did.
He's not going to. He's recording me. I'm recording him. This is going to be I mean, he doesn't want to identify himself, so.
Right. And that's not like him harassing customers out there.
The officer couldn't get any substantial evidence against Jeff, and he knew that he was doing nothing illegal. Despite this, the cop persisted with his attitude.
Good?
No.
I've changed my mind about the ID. I will show you my ID.
Okay. All right.
Here's my IMID.
All right. Yeah. Well, can you just move along for me? That's all they want you to do.
I'm not moving along. God put it in my heart to stand here and say this, and this is where I'm going to stand.
Okay.
Once more, the bar manager complained to the officer, expressing that the waitress felt uncomfortable due to Jeff's presence outside. Moments later, Officer Beatty arrived on the scene and engaged in a conversation of his own with Jeff.
So they have every right to have you move along. And since we're here, because they called for you, we have to identify you.
I'm not giving you any ID.
If you don't, you'll go to jail.
I'm not giving you any ID. I got to show him. Can I reach? I got my ID.
It's
This is my ID.
you. I mean, you want to play that game?
I'm not showing you anything else. At this point, I'm invoking my right to remain silent. I'm invoking my right to have my attorney present during questions. I'm not answering questions. I'm not giving you ID.
The officer immediately got aggressive and straight away threatened to take him to prison. Despite the intimidation, Jeff remained unfazed and stood his ground.
Because we're here for you, we have the right during an investigation to identify you.
No, I'm not identifying.
Breaking any law.
Okay, so you're going to end up
All
going
right.
to
I
jail.
told him my name is Jeff, and that's all I'm giving you.
No, if you want to give us your information, then that's fine. But we still have to
Am I being
identify
detained at this point?
you. Yes.
For what?
For the identification of you, which is an investigation that they started.
I'm not giving any identification.
But this pushback was about to blow up in Jeff's face before he knew it.
At this point, you're being detained, okay?
this. Do you have anything in your pockets that don't poke, stab, or anything?
Since you're asking me if I have anything in my pockets, I am armed lawfully.
Okay.
So carry one.
Okay, where's it at?
Here's my hands. It's in my pocket.
In your front pocket?
Yeah. Here's my hands. Perfect.
Even though Jeff was being unlawfully held, he played it cool, going along with what the officers were doing without putting up any resistance whatsoever.
Yeah. I don't want. Good. Good.
I have to double cuff me?
Yes, sir. I gotta get your cuffs.
I'm telling you guys, I'm not gonna do this.
Listen, we're not. I just came to tell you what usually is supposed to happen.
After the arrest, the officer started to illegally search him, despite him not consenting for one.
All we want to do is identify you so that
I don't consent to any searches. I don't consent to any seizures.
what you're right now. I'm making sure you have no knives on you. And then when they write a statement saying that you were breaking the law, it's this. Is that a knife or no? Is that a knife?
I don't have any knives.
Okay.
There's 2 magazines in my left pocket.
Okay.
The officers detained Jeff and removed him from the scene. However, they returned to the cafe to ask the bar employee what went wrong.
He was standing out here with the sign. I didn't hear him ask for money. No.
Okay. Okay. Because the sign it's not asking for it.
Right. I do know that my employee was uncomfortable coming out here because we offer table service out here, and he was just standing. He was standing on our property for some of the time, and
Okay.
and
So he was standing in here.
My employee was uncomfortable with it.
This time, the employee presented a different version of events, and as he completed his story, the officers realized they had made a huge mistake.
Our property line is that line.
No, because there's a city sidewalk here.
Yeah, which is.
So this is your property line right here.
Okay, I thought
See
it
where
was
the poles are for them?
Gotcha. I thought it was the further one out.
No, it's a public sidewalk.
Okay.
So
Either way, my employee's uncomfortable with them standing out here.
It's time the manager realized that his employees' comfort isn't above the law, and the officers realized they needed to correct their mistake too.
Your sign doesn't say anything about money, and I just asked the guy who's sitting on the porch, and he says he didn't hear you beg for money, and so the only person who has a complaint about you standing on city property, which is not his problem.
Yeah, let's get this lawsuit going. Let's get paid, Jeff. Jeff, let's get paid.
Someone standing there on the sidewalk.
They called. They said that you were begging for money. After the investigation, that's not true. That's what they told dispatch. But the only person who's been sitting out there the whole time is the guy that's sitting by the bench. And he said he never heard you say that.
They need to get dealt
that's
with for false.
exactly why we did.
Jeff was cleared by the cops, but remember that he was illegally detained while apparently trespassing on a public sidewalk. That's why, some days later, these cops were put under investigation, starting with Officer Galt.
Is panhandling a crime or a city ordinance violation?
It's not a city ordinance violation.
Okay. Upon your arrival on scene, what did you observe?
A black male, or not, a white male dressed in all black, standing on the sidewalk,
Black male. Don't do
behind
that.
the car,
There we go.
holding a
Don't
sign,
do that.
and walking back and forth up and down
That's
the
why
sidewalk.
he got treated like this, because he was in all black.
Why did you tell Mr. Gray that asking for money is technically against city ordinance?
At that point, I thought panhandling was a city ordinance violation.
Okay, so it was your belief that it was?
Yes, sir.
Where did you get that?
He's a liar.
I thought that early on in training that we had a call, and there was people asking for money, and I thought that we looked up a city ordinance violation that was panhandling.
He's a liar.
It's not a city ordinance violation. It's a state statute, actually. So
Officer Galt was incredibly nervous during the investigation, and his lack of competence became obvious, as he didn't hesitate to throw his fellow officer under the bus.
instead of talking to the business owner, he kind of went hands-on with Mr. Gray. And at that point, I usually, like, when we investigate other crimes and stuff like that, we listen to both sides of the stories, come back, talk to each other, and I don't know where that happened, maybe because he was flustered with him.
Did you hear Officer Beatty tell Mr. Gray that if he didn't identify himself, he was going to go to jail?
I did, yes.
Now, let's see what Officer Beatty had to say for himself.
Did you tell him that if he does not provide ID identification, that he would go to jail?
Yes.
Why?
Because at the time I thought we had a crime. I had the manager was standing right next to us, and he was saying that his waitresses were scared to come out and that they felt threatened and that he was on private property asking for money.
Looks like both these officers finally caught on to their mistakes. Turns out, at the time of the arrest, panhandling wasn't even against the law in Florida.
Is holding a cardboard sign saying God bless the homeless vets on a public sidewalk or asking for money or panhandling a crime or city ordinance violation?
No.
You've learned that since this incident?
Well,
right.
For the panhandling part.
Okay.
I knew everything else was not.
Uphold the law. Now
So
you're opposing.
holding the sign on a public sidewalk,
the
no
law.
issue, right?
No.
It didn't say anything about money
That
or,
cowboy
or
stuff.
anything. Okay.
After the investigation, I don't have any additional information regarding what happened to the officers, but I can only hope that Jeff Gray gets justice. However, that's not the last time a police officer got out of control on duty.
I've got another one at gunpoint. Get your out of here now!
On August 29th, 2020, Hawthorne Suites manager Sean Hoover contacted the Tempe Police Department, asking them to come over and remove a couple who had been doing some illegal activities. Following the call, Hoover approached the couple, prompting a tense moment as one of them brandished a firearm. Fortunately, the individual departed shortly thereafter, and that's when Officer Ronald Kurzaya responded to the scene.
Hey, sir, how we doing?
We got a hold on to the issue. Some guy just pulled a gun out on us.
41. I've got a 417 George here. I'm gonna need some additional units.
The officer quickly shifted gears, getting down to business as he requested a description of the suspect.
What room number and what's the description? What info do you have on this individual? Where is he now? What is it? Which room number?
The officer seemed to be in a good mood, but that was about to take a 180-degree turn pretty soon.
White male, black male, what do we got? Is he a white male, a black male? Come on. White male, he's gonna be wearing a black shirt, tan pants.
He's gonna be coming down the staircase and exit out that door right there.
10-4. He's probably gonna be poking out on the west exit.
Soon after, Officer Kurzaya left the hotel, and what he did next was absolutely shocking.
Get inside now. Get the out. Put your hands up. One at gunpoint. Step out.
I work here.
You work here?
I was kicking the door closed, man.
Okay, turn around.
I work here.
That's fine.
Kurzaya breezed past a white couple without a word, but his demeanor changed when he pulled his gun on a black male. What's even more troubling is that the individual in question was a hotel employee named Trevane Kumpian.
Hey, listen to me. Listen, okay?
I got my hands
I am responding to somebody with a firearm who matches your description. Do you understand that? Come here.
I got my hands up, man.
Stand
Take
back.
the gun off. For real, I got my hands up.
Where's your ID at? No, you don't get to tell me what to do. Where's your ID at?
Take the gun off me, man.
No.
Where your supervisor at? You gonna shoot me? I'm
No.
gonna be another person on the news?
Get on your knees.
I didn't do nothing
Shut
to
the
you.
with that on your knees.
I didn't do nothing to you. Remember this. I need your badge number and your name.
You'll get everything you need.
Yeah, I
Put
need
everything on the
I
ground.
didn't do nothing to you.
Officer Kurzaya wasn't listening to Trevane and persisted with his tyrannical attitude, adding insult to the injury. The manager had explicitly stated that the individual in question was a white male.
White male.
I got my hands up and I work here. Go call the manager.
41, where are my other units at? Just hang tight, okay?
But this ain't. I work here. All you gotta do is call the manager and take the
Who's
gun
your
off.
manager? Stop telling me what to do.
Sean Hoover, take
Okay,
the gun
what is
off
your
me.
name?
Trey.
41, can we get somebody to get the complainant on the line and find out if there's an employee here by the name of Trey?
Trevane attempted to defuse the situation, but Officer Kurzaya showed no signs of backing down, prolonging the situation unnecessarily.
You don't got to hold no gun. My hands are up. I'm not a threat to you.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a threat to you.
Are you a cop?
I'm not a threat to you.
You don't tell me what a
I'm
threat
not
to me is. You don't know.
Just because you're a cop don't mean you can hold a gun at somebody whenever you get good and damn ready. I put my hands up and I'm
When
not.
I'm responding to somebody with a firearm, I can do what I need to stay safe and go home to my family. Do you understand that?
My hands are up.
For nearly 2 minutes, Trevane remained on his knees and hands raised, growing increasingly frustrated as Officer Kurzaya remained unmoved and unresponsive.
You got a gun at the man.
It's crazy, huh? Hey, can you record this? He steadily got his gun on me and I got my hands up.
I'm
Steadily
recording
got his gun
too.
on me and I got my hands up. I know I work here, but he steadily got his gun.
That's fine. Just stay back.
Hey, record this, man. For real. I got my hands up on the ground. He still got a gun pointed on me. And my knees hurt, man.
Finally obtaining the information he required, the officer delivered his verdict without a hint of remorse or shame.
Anybody come out?
Did he verify that somebody by the name of Trey works here?
I'm just dressed like this for no reason?
Get out of here, Trey.
Yeah, thank you.
You can stand by in the lobby. If you need all my information, I'll be more than happy to give it to you. Have a great afternoon.
However, the ordeal was far from concluded, as the officer continued to instill fear in other individuals.
Stop right there. I've got another one to gun. Get your out of here now! I've got one fleeing back inside. Hispanic or white male, approximately 30 years old, black bandana, white t-shirt, gray shorts.
As this guy hurriedly rushed inside after seeing the officer brandishing a firearm, the officer seemed poised to unleash his frustration on yet another innocent victim.
Stop right there. Me? Where did he go? Where the did he go?
Ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
Where is he?
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
No shit.
So why is you talking to me like that?
God damn. Get the out of the way.
I'm not
go.
in the way. I can't
go.
You
now.
It was clear that the officer was on a dangerous power trip, and there seemed to be no end in sight to his abusive behavior.
He's good. Get him out. Where did he go, Sean? Jesus Christ. The guy with the gun. Where the hell did he go?
He walked outside.
Jesus Christ. Get off the air. 41. Sean just told me that he went back inside. He may have popped out the main entrance.
The officer rushed back inside, unable to control his anger. It was then that the manager posed one final question.
Hey, what we got there?
Which way did he go?
I showed you. And why do you have my employee a black male at gunpoint? He's clearly not white.
41. Somebody else go talk to Sean.
The officer kept searching here and there, and after minutes of search, no was found in the area, and he had to go back empty-handed. However, upon investigation, it was discovered that Officer Kerzaya had violated multiple policies during the incident. As a consequence, he was handed a 2-week unpaid suspension. The repercussions didn't end there, as Compion filed a notice of claim, a precursor to a lawsuit, against the city regarding the incident. Subsequently, the Tempe City Council opted to settle the case by making a $300,000 payment. But that's not the only time a corrupt cop's actions caused financial loss to the city, because this cop did something unimaginable to an innocent woman.
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out.
On January 5th, 2019, 45-year-old Callie Coates was driving her vehicle when a couple of LMPD police officers pulled her over. What Officer Tyler Gelnett did next is extremely disgusting.
Bring her back here, okay? This is one time it's best to bring her back here because of the traffic on Greenwood, okay?
All right. He's pat me down. Like, okay, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah.
Man, what?
You don't care about checking you out, do you?
Hey, hold on. Stop. Time out. Go back there.
Callie's discomfort was evident, prompting the other officer to step in and diffuse the tension. The officer then attempted to clarify the situation to the other passenger.
No.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Just hang tight right here, okay?
Can I just shut the door?
Yeah. You can shut the door and is that your daughter?
He's training.
He's training.
Yeah, he's supposed to call a woman to really actually pat it down.
It's with male officers. It's supposed to be the back of the hand.
Yeah.
So as soon as he did it wrong, ma'am.
Callie, understandably, was devastated by the ordeal. Despite the efforts of the other officer to console them, the situation remained difficult to comprehend and accept.
Ma'am, can you turn around?
I'm sorry.
No, it's
It's
okay.
just the way he did.
He's a new officer. I'm training him. That's why.
I'm sorry. I thought only a female.
No.
I don't have anything on me.
Ma'am.
But only a female officer was.
Males can search females, but we are supposed to use the back line.
That's a violation right
So
there.
that's why as soon as I saw him, I stopped him, told him to go to the back of the car. Okay?
The cops believed that they had smelled marijuana from the car, hence leading to the search. However, later, no marijuana was found inside the car.
It's all being recorded. I want to let you know that. I want to reassure you of that. Okay? Is that your daughter in the car?
That's my niece.
Niece? All right. I know she's probably a little worried. If you want to let her know everything's okay. All right. You can. All right. Now, I need to check and just make sure that there's no car.
I understand.
He already told me that y'all smoked earlier, okay? I want to reassure you, once we do that, be on your way, okay?
Go ahead.
With Callie still upset, the officer intervened once more, delivering his final verdict on the matter.
You okay, ma'am?
You're bad, lady.
Listen.
It was just, I've never had nobody.
I know.
It was awkward. Just,
As soon as I saw it, that's why I stopped him. And I want to personally apologize to you, okay?
Almost a year after this heartbreaking groping incident, Callie sued the Louisville Metro Police Department and Officer Gelnet. Several months later, the city opted to settle the case by paying $50,000 to the woman to bring a resolution to the matter. However, there have been no updates regarding
$50,000. How the other dude get $300,000? This man done did this thing to a woman, bro, and he only $50,000. That ain't, come on, bro. That ain't right, bro. She should have had at least $500,000, bro.
regarding any
They
disciplinary
missing a
action taken against the officer by the police department. In each of these cases we've discussed today, the officers acted with impunity, showing no remorse for their actions afterward. Police officers must uphold the law and prioritize de-escalation techniques. What's particularly concerning is that some officers appear to lack awareness of basic laws and constitutional rights. While financial statements may offer some semblance of justice, they do little to alleviate the emotional distress and suffering endured by the victims. If you share these sentiments, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay.
She probably finished with 25,000, bro. Come on, bro. This ain't right, guys. I don't like that, man. Sue their ass, get them out of there. But you got to get more money than that 50,000. You should have settled. You should have said, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But if that was her boyfriend, he probably said, yeah, fuck it, we just gonna take this and then, you know, man, hell no. Go man. Shit, 5 million. Tell them 5 million, settle for $1 million, bro. Bro. Can't do that. But yeah, man, y'all already know, man. We gonna see y'all in the next video, baby.